Hey y'all, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Amber.
And we're Witches Talking Tarot. And today we're going to be discussing a really fun topic, a really fun, exciting one. We're going to... I always get awkward when I open these.
I love our casting episode.
I know, this is a great casting episode. We're going to be discussing the time Thor fought an old lady.
Yes.
And spoiler alert, he did not win. Oh, was I not supposed to? Spoiler. Okay, I saw your face. I was like, wait, was I not supposed to end it?
Oh, no. I didn't. I was just... I felt like I was wrinkling my forehead.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. No. I thought you made a face at me. I was like, oh, shit. Should I not have spoiled the ending for anybody?
Nope. I realized I was like excited face, and I was like, that probably looks really fucking weird.
Check out the YouTube. We need to
see how Amber does not understand facial expressions when Maddie's the only person who can see her.
So this is going to be a really cute episode, I think. I'm noticing a lot of myths with Thor. Not all of them are really cute because, damn, Thor, in my opinion, Thor is a himbo. Do you know what that is? A himbo is a big, strong, muscular, manly man who's also kind of like dim-witted, but smart. And treats women really well. An example would be Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Got you.
I do love me some Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. He's funny.
I got you.
Maybe not.
Thor strikes me as a himbo.
Yeah, he does.
From that standpoint.
For sure. Yeah, very Kronkish. He's like, oh, that's right. The lady... you know what? I fucking fucked that shit up. I don't know where I was going with that.
I get it, because...
the dress. The dress I had to wear to get the hammer back.
It's like what's his face's character in that movie with... oh my god. Her name left my head immediately when I tried to... She's blonde and like... he's in Workaholics and his name is Adam Devine.
Oh, okay. Pitch Perfect with
Pitch Perfect.
Amy and that one guy.
Right, and like, it doesn't like... Isn't one of the Chris Hot brothers? Like one of the Hot brother guys? Not Chris Pratt. Not him, because he's a douchebag. But not Chris Pine. Chris and his brother is Thor. Like, who plays fucking Thor, dude?
Hemsworth.
Isn't like one of the Hemsworth brothers? Like, there's a movie with her and one of the Hemsworth brothers.
Oh my god, yes. It's called, I don't know, but it's something like
but
romance.
But he's a himbo, right?
Yes.
Like, he's a dumb blonde, essentially, right?
Yes.
I love the dumb blonde dude.
I do too. I can't help it. There's actually one that recently came out with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, and it's on Amazon Prime, and she is a romance author. Like a saucy romance author, and Channing Tatum is her cover artist, or her cover, what do you call it, model?
Yeah.
And so she actually ends up getting kidnapped and held ransom, and Channing's like, I'm going to show her I'm not actually stupid and just a model, I'm going to go save her, and she ends up getting saved, quote unquote, because he's a himbo from... It's cool. I can't imagine being an author getting saved by the model on your book. You know what I mean?
I just love how he's like, I'm going to prove I'm not dumb. And he probably looks dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's like, okay, yeah.
That was the look on my face.
Because he's the model, you know. Okay, babe.
Okay, sure. You do that. I'm going to call the real help.
Right, exactly. It looks hilarious. I really want to watch it because I love Sandra Bullock.
I do love me some Sandy B. We haven't cast her yet. We need to cast her.
Right, I agree.
She will be a great goddess.
I think so.
Okay, but, so, I guess, does that take us into casting?
I think so.
Okay. So Thor, we've already previously cast him. He was 3 people, but I can only remember 2 of them. Can you remember?
I can only remember the 2.
Yeah, the Mountain and Triple H. So it's Triple H Mountain. H Mountain. And then Loki, who is the guy that plays Tormund from Game of Thrones. Who I don't know the actor's name, but you guys know Tormund.
Tormund from Game of Thrones.
You know who he is. It's like he was in Cocaine Bear. Great in Cocaine Bear. Have you guys seen Cocaine Bear yet?
I need
Ray
to.
Liotta's last movie in his legacy. Because I do love me some Goodfellas.
Christoph Hivju.
Hivju? It's probably like the
Hivju. I'm sorry, guys. Butchered that.
Christopher Hivju.
Oh, God. Why did I say Christoph? I butchered his fucking name. I hope I didn't offend anybody.
I thought you were going to say, I hope I didn't offend him. And I was like, if Tormund is listening.
No, I just offended someone in Norway. Like...
We do have listeners in.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for all of the nations outside of America that listen to us. Because you know what? We're shocked and surprised pleasantly every single time.
For sure.
Because I never, ever expected anybody outside of America to be listening to us.
Me either.
Like, it's kind
awesome.
of flattering.
It
so
is.
we thank you. Like, yeah, it's cool. Thanks, guys. Okay, so Yolfi is the other friend that is involved here. And I almost feel like that's the same name of the guy that you said when we were doing our Shapeshifter episode. There was a story about a chick who got a diamond from some dwarves and her husband found out and then he like shapeshifted away from her. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, I feel like that might have been that guy's name.
No, that's Odin. Actually, I think it's one of the top like couple ones. Yeah.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I thought she was one of the top, but I swear I thought the guy was a lesser god.
She came to ask the King Odin. Okay, hold on. I don't think that's it.
I thought I recognized his name from that research. And so I thought maybe was that guy.
Am I wrong? I may be remembering the myth entirely wrong.
I
have no idea.
I don't either. I just thought.
How is it spelled?
PJALFI.
Okay.
Which is why I'm assuming it's Yolfi or Jolfi. I assume.
Okay, so he's a servant to the god Thor. So he's probably one of those.
He's Thor's
He's
man
Theon
boy.
motherfucking Greyjoy. That's who he is. He's Theon Greyjoy.
Are we gonna cross it? Like,
I'm down.
Okay. Who is Theon Greyjoy's actor? Should I just try?
His name is Alfie Allen.
Oh my God, that's so perfect. Alfie is in this guy's name. ALFI.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, perfect casting, Maddie.
Man, you know what? He really was Ramsay's bitch, though. Like, to be clear.
Was. Like, those cheekbones, you could cut ice, glass, something. You could cut shit with those cheekbones. They are so sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's great for Jolfi.
He looks
Jolfi.
Scandinavian.
He does. He absolutely does.
I wonder what is he British?
He's almost attractive. He looks like a discount Harry Styles.
He does.
He looks like discount Harry Styles. Nice.
Where is he from? He is from, just because I myself am curious. Oh, he's just English. He's just from England.
He's the descendants of Vikings that took over England.
I could see that because he actually does look.
He does. Like, you can cut glass on those cheekbones, and they're Nordic as fuck.
Yeah, he definitely does. They're all related over there.
Oh, we don't like the Brits, except for the ones that listen to us. We like you.
Yeah,
we like you a lot, but otherwise we talk shit on the Brits.
Man, I am on a roll. I called Christoph. Like, I'm just all fucked up. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. I'm the one that said we don't like the Brits. Oh, I get it. Never mind. I remember. I'm up to... Anyway, so back to casting. Okay, so the giant, Utgarda Loki, who is not Loki. His name has... so he's like maybe the giant version of Loki.
Is it bad of me to say that I imagine him as an avatar from the movie Avatar. Like, because he's so giant. The Nordic giants are not like normal giants. They look different. Like, you've got the frost giants. Is this guy a frost giant or a regular giant?
No, it calls him a giant. He's a frost giant.
Because, like, I know the frost giants look different. So, do these giants look different? Or do you think they just look like giant humans?
I pictured them as giant humans, personally, because they're, like, having drinking contests and shit like that. So, I just figure it's like, you know, like Revenge of the Nerds, where the nerds are hanging out with, like, the big thug jock guys. I picture it like that. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so have you ever seen Revenge of the Nerds?
A long time ago. I do love that guy, though.
You know who I'm talking about?
No, the nerd guy.
I do love the nerd guy, too. But there's the big jock guy that becomes a nerd.
Okay, looking it up. It's a film series.
Yes. And I think he's in all of the movies.
I know there's Return of the Revenge of the Nerds. Let's see. There's Curtis Armstrong. He is... Are you talking about Fred the Ogre?
Yep. That is who I'm talking
Donald
about. And
Gibb.
that is who I picture.
Wow, he looks like...
I think, like...
He looks like a gentle giant, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, and if you think about the role that this guy plays, he's kind of a gentle giant. Like...
Oh, he's kind of cute.
He is. I like him.
He's actually kind... He's still kind of cute in like a...
Yeah, in an old guy way. He aged well.
He aged very really well. Shit, I would ride on the back of his motorcycle.
Yep, he looks way better now than he did when he was in Revenge of the Nerds. I'm just saying.
He does look like a kick-ass biker guy.
Like, and I picture like he could be mountaining over
That is literally him in costume.
Damn. Like, I don't know. He's who popped in my head as we were
down.
talking.
I'm totally down.
What was his name? I know
Donald Gibb with two...
Donald Gibb with two B's?
Yes.
I almost said two G's. Don't mind us. It's late, guys.
It is late. I'm so sorry to constantly be, like, yawning.
Right? Okay, so Ellie, our lovely lady of the evening.
Oh, yes. Okay, so older woman. So
she's got to be an older woman, but, like, of stature. I won't lie, I pictured, like, B. Arthur on steroids. She's Dorothy from the Golden Girls.
I was actually picturing Sophia from the Golden Girls. I think that shit would be hilarious. She's like, picture it!
Picture it!
Bar!
Norway!
Negative
780.
I know, right? She's like, Thor comes up to me and he challenges me just like that.
Okay, so Sophia Petrillo is her name. What's the actress's name?
Let me see.
Because I am all in on this. I was picturing Dorothy because I was like, it's a tall Nordic woman, you know? But I like this way better. She's a little tiny.
She is. She's so tiny. Like, that's why I love it. So she is played by Estelle
Getty. Okay.
Right.
I knew that
she
somewhere in the recesses of my brain. She was the youngest of them all.
And she was so funny.
She was the funniest shit. I love it when people dress their baby up like her for Halloween and they like put a sign on that says, picture it, Sicily, 1927.
God, I do love
I love her purse, though. Like, when I'm a little old lady in Florida, because that's who I will also be. I will be a little old lady in Florida, like Sophia Petrillo. I want that same purse. And I want to hit people with it, because it looks like really hard. It looks like it's made out of metal. Have you ever seen her?
No, I totally have. I love Sophia.
I love Sophia.
She is my absolute favorite character, and I love the idea of her just being like, picture it. He comes up to me and demands, like, you know what I mean?
Picture it. My boss points at that guy and says, do you mind fighting?
Oh my God, but she's taking drinks because she's like the barmaid, right? And she's like going so slow.
Because she like, she moves so slow. Oh my God, that's so funny. Because she's tiny. Her little legs don't go very far.
I know. I love it. I love it.
So, the horde of countrymen. Is it cliche to say the guys out of the hall in an episode of Vikings?
I don't think so.
So I'm going to actually write down the guys out of the hall in an episode of Vikings.
That's fine. I'm totally down. Because in my head, I was also thinking the cartoon characters from Tangled, but my kid's been watching Tangled so much, so...
Yeah.
The bad guys.
I was with you until the bad guys.
Have you seen them? I'll show you.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Like I hated Tangled, to be honest. Like
I understand.
So
I've had to watch it so many times.
I was with you until you said Tangled, the movie. I was like, oh no. What about like? Oh no, that's too random, and I don't know.
I like the idea of the from the hall.
Okay. Okay. The guys. But what are the bad guys? Like, I am curious.
Oh, you are curious on what they look like? I am. Okay.
I just hate the movie Tangled. Like, I literally, Lolly loved it. Lolly loved Tangled. Oh, God, I watched that too many times. So I feel for you when you say your kids like that movie. It's rough.
Okay.
The guys from the hall on an episode of Vikings.
I'm malicious, mean, and scary. My sneer could curdle dairy. Sorry.
I am so curious. I haven't seen Tangled since Lolly was like a toddler. I don't know.
So I love it because they all start singing about like their dream, and like one guy's like, "I may be ugly, but I want to get married and have a wife," and then the other one's like, I want to be a mime. Yeah, mime.
Sorry, guys. I remember that now. Yeah. Because originally when you said the characters from Tangled, I pictured Olaf and the reindeer and
Frozen.
the dude. Oh, that's Frozen.
Frozen.
I pictured the wrong movie. I really didn't like Tangled. Really didn't like Tangled. Rapunzel was one of my favorite, like, nursery stories, whatever you will call it. And for some reason, I didn't like the way Disney did it. Like,
I think the one
I love Sleeping Beauty, but did not like Tangled.
Oh, my hair smells so good. I put this stuff in it, but I love the ending though, cause like build up the whole movie, and this guy starts like trying to save her. He's running to save her, and as he starts to climb up the tower, he's like, "Rapunzel, let down your hair." I'm like, they did it. They said the line.
Finally,
finally, at the end of the movie, they said the line. Build up.
Yeah, I don't remember that. And maybe that's what upset me. I was like, just fucking, I don't know. Like, there was something that rubbed me wrong.
The mother was so shitty, too. She was like, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Wow, fuck you. You know?
But she's, like, she's supposed to be shitty, though.
She
like, she's a witch that's kidnapped Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Because Rapunzel's mom wanted that special Rapunzel lettuce. That's the original fairy tale, anyway.
What, like lettuce? Like actual real lettuce?
Yeah. Rapunzel's a kind of lettuce. That's why her name is Rapunzel. So, like, the original fairy tale is that Rapunzel's mother, while she's pregnant, like, she has all these crazy-ass cravings, and she keeps asking her husband for all this stuff. She starts craving the Rapunzel lettuce from across the fence in their neighbor's yard, and her husband's like, no. That lady's a bitch. We can't fuck her.
Yeah, right.
And she's all like, no, but I'm going to die without it. I'm literally going to die without it. Like me and your child, your unborn child. We're going to die.
Wow, she took advantage of men being stupid back then.
I mean, she was like, I will die if you don't get me this lettuce. And so he climbs the fence and he gets the lettuce and she catches him. And he's all like, I'm sorry. Like, my wife just like desperately wanted this lettuce. And basically, like, the witch gets him to promise to give her his firstborn child, which is like who the lettuce is for.
Witches be like that,
right? In fairy tales.
In fairy tales,
I don't want your baby.
No.
I'll hold it for a minute and tell you it's cute, and then I'll give it back to you because it's not my baby. I don't want your baby. I already had babies. Like, they growed. Anyway, but yeah, so that's how the witch winds up with Rapunzel in the original story. So after the mom has the baby, she comes to collect, and the parents are like, "Oh, but no, you couldn't have been serious." And she was like, "You ate my fucking lettuce. Of course I'm serious. Give me my child." And then she locks Rapunzel up in the tower and raises her away from everybody because she's psychotic.
She's rude.
Yeah, I mean, rude. Super rude. But that is not the story we're telling tonight. It just tied in.
Why haven't we even thought about doing a Tangled episode? I mean, not Tangled, but a Rapunzel.
Like, I was just thinking, like, I am totally down to tell
because
fairy
that's German,
tales.
isn't it? Rapunzel is German, I think.
Well, so the Brothers Grimm wrote it down. I assume that it is Germanic in origin. However, the Brothers Grimm did travel all throughout Europe to collect their stories. So was it specifically a Germanic tale, or is it just related as a Germanic tale because the Brothers Grimm recorded it in writing first? I don't know that for sure.
My Google popped up. Okay, so it says German, but like you said, who knows? I know that one of them's a Danish fairy tale as well. So like, there's different.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, because like I said, they traveled Europe. There's that movie all about
and we
it.
can cast our own.
Yes,
Rapunzel.
I'm good
we can
with
do
this. Like
Sleeping Beauty
all right,
was
guys.
one. I think Sleeping Beauty is German because of the dwarfs.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, like wait, you mean Snow White?
Snow White. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that was the look because I was like
yes.
Sleeping
Snow
Beauty.
White.
I'm not
Sleeping
positive.
Beauty.
I think
is
actually
English.
French.
Oh, French.
I want to say it is French.
I know
not
Beauty and the
positive.
Beast is French.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because they're in Paris, right?
Well, the
Bonjour.
cartoon is set in France. I don't know the actual
I think
story.
the writer was from France, from Paris. I may be wrong, but I'm going to look just real quick. Sorry, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, because with Beauty and the Beast, I couldn't say for sure. I just, yeah.
Bonjour.
I mean, it's set in the French countryside and what have you, but does that mean, and again, if it's one of those stories that was collected by somebody.
So it was published in 1740 by a French author. So it is French, I think. But the fairy tale was influenced by the ancient Greek stories such as Cupid and Psyche, which we have done episodes on.
Yeah.
We actually discussed that a little bit in that episode.
In Galatea.
Yeah, I couldn't, to be honest, couldn't pronounce it.
Galatea.
Couldn't pronounce it. So it's like, yeah.
I do love Pygmalion and Galatea. I have a plant named Galatea. I love that story.
I'm excited to do like fairy tales now because there's like some other one, like there's so many that we could do.
Like I'm still excited for next Valentine's Day when we bring you 8 brief tales of lovers.
Oh, that'll be so much fun.
It will be. Okay, so
2 Beauty and the Beast episode. Fuck yeah! Sorry, now I'm like, holy shit, who we gonna cast? Not Ron Perlman. Wasn't he?
It has to be.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Ron Perlman plays Beast.
I know, that's why
TV show.
That's why I was like, not.
The face. He's.
No, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. He's my least favorite Beast. That's why I said not Ron Perlman.
I just mean like.
He does got the
monstrous face. No offense. Whatever. I know what I look like. It's cool. We're gonna change this subject. I am not trying to be a dick. I just when you say Beast as a person,
you thought of Ron
is who I think
Perlman.
of.
That is so funny. That was not scripted or anything, you guys.
Yeah,
like
no, that's just that was just not coincidence either because I don't believe in that. We just work that well.
That is so funny. So starting out with this one, Thor is hanging out with Theon Greyjoy, or what's his name in the
Pajolfi. I don't know. It's Yalfi, Jolfi, Pajolfi.
Right.
I don't know.
And he's like kind of
Alfie. We're gonna call him
right.
Alfie.
I like that because that's his name. So he's kind of like sulking a bit, and he's just like.
Well, they're hanging out at the house of the giant Utganda Loki, and Thor has just lost a bunch of challenges, including a drinking challenge. Like fuck. So he is butt hurt as fuck because he's Thor. He's Triple H Mountain motherfucker. He is like the biggest, baddest Norse motherfucker you done ever seen.
And I imagine
Giants be drinking him under the table.
I imagine Elfie's like, don't even worry about it, Thor. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, first of all, you're the god of thunder. Like, what are they? They own a bar. It's fine.
He's like, look, there's a brothel like right down out of the mountains when we go back to Asgard, and you can go fuck all the Valkyries you want. Right. Forget these mountain men.
It's not even that big of a deal, Thor. Like, damn.
And Loki is all like, oh yeah, Thor, you gotta prove your manhood. I can see Loki just egging him
Alfie's
on.
like, giving him a dirty look, like, pissed
but
off.
it's Theon Greyjoy, so Tormund's like, fuck you.
I know, right?
No fucks given here. And do you think Loki, like, shapeshifts into other people to also egg Thor on?
I would not be surprised.
He's like, there's 3
Or he's like,
versions
no,
of
he's like
Loki
shape-shifting into like little like kids. I could be Thor too.
Oh my god. Little bit, like, he turns into a baby. Bet you can't take my candy.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, he's just being a total
And Thor, who is drunk as shit because he has lost the drinking.
Yeah, right. He's lost it. And
He's all
poor
like
Alfie, he's the
reaching
DD
for that
right now.
candy.
He's the designated driver right now.
And Alfie is the perfect cuck.
I know he really is.
This was great casting.
We're switching. Reek is the perfect, Oh yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Perfect casting.
He's like, stop. Thor's my friend, and you're being really shitty, Loki.
Thor, it's okay, bud. Like, we'll just get out of here, man. It's okay. Don't start nothing, Thor. And Loki's like, yeah, he can't start none, cause he can't finish.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't start none, won't be none, motherfucker.
God, I'm feeling for Thor.
And of course, Thor just like busts up out of his seat, and
Alfie's like he does like a little.
But it's like they're at the Giants' place, right? So like he's sitting in the kid's chair, and it's still like gigantic on it.
Oh my god! Right.
And so like he sits up, tries to throw the chair back, and it just kind of clatters a little. Doesn't tip at all. And so Alfie reaches out and just knocks it over for him.
Oh my god! Because he's like, they both stand up.
Oh my god! Because he's trying to make fun of him.
Alfie is a fucking real one.
He's a real one, and he's such a bitch.
I know, because I can totally see him being like,
because Thor's like, what the fuck? And just clatter, clatter, clatter. And then like, Utgarda, Loki's all like, no, seriously, Thor, don't start none. There won't be none, dude.
He's like,
you don't want none of this.
For real. Like,
for real.
No.
Not for play, but for real.
He's like, I could take anyone on in this whole place.
And then it's like, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Right, exactly. Because, you can take anyone on. I bet you couldn't even take that old-ass lady over there. And here's Sophia from the Golden Girls.
She comes in with her little
tray. She just walks by with a tray. Evening.
And Utgard Loki's like, all right, you know what? All these men around here, Thor, none of them are match enough for you.
Can I say something without being offensive? Thor's got quite a bit of like public humiliation going on in his myths. I'm just saying.
You know what? And you know what? I'm gonna say that the fact that Thor never turns into a little bitch about it, like he doesn't go find retribution and whatever.
Right.
That makes him a real man.
Right, because he's always humiliated.
Respectable. He does get humiliated, but not like Alfie, the little cuck over here.
Oh,
like,
no.
Not like that, but like he bounces back from it. He does get embarrassed, but I think that's like, because at the end of this we'll learn that there's totally a lesson. But like I think lessons are like Thor teaches humility, and like, okay, so here's the thing, like he does get humiliated a lot, but he never loses his self-esteem or his self-worth as a god.
And he doesn't get pissy
stands up to the challenges. He doesn't get pissy about it. He literally is a real man. And like I was talking
non-toxic masculinity.
Right,
like he's the exact opposite of toxic masculinity.
Right. He is respectable. He's a
himbo.
And I was gonna say he's the kind of man that you want your son to aspire to be. You know what I mean? Like he's the kind of man that you're like, he's a good guy. He's a good fella. But I'm sorry, I mentioned that movie earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, when I was talking about Ray Liotta, because I love that Goodfellas, and that's like, it's a line out of the movie. He's like, he's a good guy. He's a good fella. And then you're like, they said the title. Roll credits. CinemaSins, shout out. Don't sponsor us or watch us. I don't know if you watch CinemaSins.
No.
It's amazing. He calls out everything wrong with movies and stuff.
Oh no.
It's so funny.
I can't watch those. Bryson watches those. And my husband, and I cannot. It drives me nuts. It's like he purposely chooses the ones of movies that I like.
Oh, yeah. No, totally. Corey does that
like,
to
you're
me.
being a dick. I like this movie. Yeah. Turn it off.
Oh, I love I don't like watching them for movies I haven't seen. Like, it ruins the humor for me.
Right.
That said, I love watching them for movies I love. They're funny as shit.
I feel like I would if it wasn't done in a shitty, like, this movie's shitty type way. Right. You know what I mean? Well, if you were laughing with me, it'd be one thing, but you're laughing at me.
Yeah, well, and I don't think the CinemaSins guy is laughing at you. Maybe Bryson is when he puts it on.
Bryson, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because they're done it. Like, he does it on all sorts of movies, even good movies. Like, it's funny, every once in a while, a movie's so good, he'll, like, remove sins for good things they do in the movie. And I always love that. Anyway, I just would hate for him to pick apart our videos. Like, that is why I was like, do not sponsor or listen to us, CinemaSins, if you have out there some algorithm that catches when you're mentioned. Anyway, back to sins of the cinema. It's a shame this isn't, like, some little cartoon. It would be funny.
I think it would be
especially if it had our casting.
I agree.
Yeah, because, like, so Sophia comes out, right?
Right. She's got her little thing. She's like, here you go, dear.
And Utgarda Loki is all like, Ellie? Little tiny Sophia Petrillo Ellie lady? I'm going to need you to go over here and I need you to fight this guy.
He's like, Thor just said he could take you on.
And she's all like, she goes from being 4'9" to 4'10". She stands up so straight.
Right. She's like, oh, did he?
She's like,
Thor's like, easy. Alfie's behind him like, you got this.
Right.
That's shoulder rub, by the way.
She's like, picture it, Thor. 5 minutes from now, your ass is grass.
Right.
Picture it. Utagorda Loki's house. You laid out, me on top.
Oh my God, can you imagine
that in two ways.
Dorothy is in the background going, Thor, Ma! Thor!
I love that. I can picture that. Like,
Sophia, what are you doing? Or Ellie, what are you doing?
And then Ellie's just like, no, I got this shit. And Thor walks up to her, you know, because Alfie's got him all revved up now. Loki's all like, he's playing the field. He's all like, oh, Thor can't beat that old
lady. He's like, boo! Boo! But no, Loki is actually switching sides. So on one side, he's like, boo, Thor. Right, and then on the other side, he's like, woohoo, go Thor. Like, he's purposely just railing everybody
he's just trying to fuck with Thor's head. And at the same time, he's like, he doesn't even need to mess with the little old lady because, like, she's a little old lady. She's no actual threat. Right. He just wants to see Thor fall out because he's drunk. And Ellie's like, picture it. Loki shuts his fucking mouth. I'm sorry. I can see that.
That's so funny.
That isn't even
but I just imagine Loki's like,
right?
Like he does get quiet.
Got owned by that lady, and he's like, he doesn't know what to do about it.
Right? He's like, oh, okay.
Right, and then he shuts his mouth, and Sophia's like,
here we go.
All powerful.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right, and so she shuffles forward. And Thor's just like, this is going to be easy.
Right, and he just, like, jumps in, right?
Right? And he reaches out to grab her, but she grabs him.
Right?
And he's like, wait, what the fuck? What just happened? And so he tries to, like, throw her or something, and they start grappling, and he is not expecting that shit.
He's not expecting her to be as strong as she actually is.
Oh, like, he's like, hey, I'm sure part of him is offended as fuck. That it's even been suggested that instead of fighting any of the Viking Hall guys, it's the little old lady that is serving drinks.
From the background, like, Thor just, like, looks over and he sees Alfie. Come on, you got this. He's like, what is happening?
But he's also, like, slowly moving backwards as the old lady is not giving way. Like, Alfie's like, You got it, Thor! Yeah!
Right.
Because he doesn't know how this shit's going. And Utgarda Loki. I cannot say this right. Utgarda Loki, the giant. Can we just call him the giant?
The giant.
Yeah, okay. The giant. He's all like, all right, Thor, give her all you got. Come on. And Thor's like, struggling. Right? He's like, I am giving her all I got, but I don't want you to know that since you just said this. And all of a sudden,
I imagine it's a Yoda situation. Y'all remember Yoda's all like hunched over and he's got a cane, and then all of a sudden he's got to fight so and so, and it's like the cane turns into a
lightsaber.
All of a sudden he's doing all like crazy ass back shit.
Yeah.
Flips.
I picture it very much like I am pretty sure that Estelle Getty is on something where she's like jumping around and fighting as a little old lady, and that is kind of how I picture this. Except, like, she's not so much jumping around this time. It's her just holding Thor still. Like, she's trying to jump around. Exactly.
She's like, hey, yo, somebody check my... or what the fuck is it? ZD.
Right? And she's got that purse in her hand, and she's like, whatever, boy. Whatever, boy. You're annoying me. And then he goes down on one knee. And the giant says, okay, well, it's over. Thor, like, I don't think any of these countrymen are up for fighting you. I mean, God, look at all that you just did. And Thor is, like, humiliated and confused as shit. Because, like, he done got beat in all these contests, including a drinking contest. And now, fucking Ellie owns him. She fucking owns him. She owns him, guys. And so
she dog walked.
Right? She did. And so the giant, he escorts Loki and Alfie and Thor out of his residence. And once they're safely away, where his home is well protected from anything that these Asgardians might fucking do, he says, you know what? You held your shit pretty fucking good. I did not expect you to do that well.
Right, we thought she was going to knock you on your ass like at first.
Yeah, he's like, your opponent, she's a lot stronger and more powerful than you ever imagined. Mm-hmm. She is old age personified. Mm-hmm. And you barely took a knee to her. And there's a moral to this story, guys. It only appears in the Prose Edda. Snorri probably wrote it himself as opposed to it having been written prior to his existence. But basically, it's just a reminder that, like, old age takes us all, and even the gods are not immune. Mm-hmm. And so Thor, because he was the god of thunder, was able to stand up to her for as long as he did, and then gracefully just went down to one knee. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, basically, you know, what I read was that, like, the basic understanding of that is that, like, old age is going to take him just like it takes all of us, but he will go down gracefully. It will not be the end of him.
Yes, I like that.
He will still live through that, if that makes sense, you know? And I thought that was a beautiful message. And
I think it is a beautiful message.
Yeah, I didn't know that to stay young, the gods have to eat the apples of Ladun.
Yeah, it's similar to me like the ambrosia.
Right, exactly. And also, an apple a day. Amber eats an apple a day. Do you?
I love that.
I'm just saying, like, they have to regularly eat apples. I wonder if I'm immortal. I'm just saying, get on boat with us. And if you haven't listened to the last episode, get on boat with that.
Yeah, right.
We made our own conspiracy theory, guys. But yeah, like, I think it's a really interesting story.
I think so, and I really like the theme. I like the lesson.
Yeah, old age comes for us all.
Even the gods.
Yeah. But and the other thing is, like, Thor probably could have fought dirty, right?
Right, but he didn't.
He didn't. He gracefully accepted the defeat, you know, in a way. Does that make sense? Yeah, you guys get what I mean.
I get it. I think they get it for sure. Yeah. Well, so I hope you enjoyed this. This was a shorter episode. Well, was it? But
I don't know. I can't see the timer.
Oh, actually, we're going at 40 minutes, which is longer than we have been.
But for a casting episode, it is a little. But it's also a small cast. There's like.
Well, it was a shorter myth, but it was a really fun myth, and it was definitely something we wanted to talk about because of how important it was.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed
it's a great story.
Myth,
also, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't underestimate a lady just because they're a lady. Hey, Melissa, one of our favorite ladies.
Yep, Melissa is our top tier patron.
Yeah, if you want to join her, you can hit us up on patreon.com/witches talking tarot. And there's some new stuff coming. We're going to offer ad-free episodes. And we're also going to offer guest episodes, Patreon only though.
If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're so close to reaching our goal of 100.
If you have a Norse myth to suggest to us, comment it below so that we can up our Norse myth casting.
And check us out on Twitter.
Knowledge.
Yeah, for real. Check us out on Twitter at Classiest Witches. We're also on Instagram at Witches Talking Tarot. Thank you for coming and sitting with us for a spell.